Hey, would you guys like to hear a story?
Yeah.
Well, come on. All right. Today we got The Last Leaf, written and illustrated by Aaron Johnson. There once was a leaf, much like you, and like me. You see, all leaves are special. You could even say unique. But if you don't believe me, well, then ask a tree.
How would you ask a tree?
Just ask it, I'd say. This leaf, though, the special one, he was a bit off. You see, he didn't quite sprout like the rest of his friends, or even stretch out until near summer's end. His timeline was off, that was plain to see. His neighbors were all sprouted and had stretched out as far as he could see. You see him there?
Yep, I do. There he is.
They had soaked up the sun and grew big and grew strong, but to him, that just didn't seem fun. So as the seasons continued, he laid in the shade. He soaked up some Z's and he played in the rain. And so the winds blew, and the seasons continued. As it happens in life, many friends drifted away. They set off into the world. Some to chase cars, and some to meet squirrels. Look at that squirrel.
And the squirrels might use them for, like, maybe a little nest.
They could use them for a nest, yeah. Whatever the case, and whatever their laurels, this leaf's home was looking pretty grim. But he held on tight, despite any fright of the hoots and the hollers that came in the night. Who? 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 And after all of that scariness, he beheld quite the sight. The world had gone white. "Is this heaven?" asked the leaf. "No, little leaf," Mother Tree yawned. "This is snow," and then added in, "Shouldn't you be falling now? I could tuck you in." "No, Mother, no. Something's still not right." And at that very moment, I suppose you could call it a fateful night, a young girl and her mother crunched by in the snow. And as she looked up, her smile started to glow. "Look, Mommy, look!" she exclaimed with glee. "It's the last leaf that held on just for me. It's so pretty. Don't you see? Don't you see?" The mothers smiled, and the leaf knew what was to come. But even he didn't know what this weaver had done. And from his mother he did drop. Oh, how he fell! First there was a snap, and that much all could tell. But then there was a slip and a slop of snow from the bough. Down they both went, but the snow went faster, and kersplat! You really had to see it happen. Covered in snow, the young girl retorted, "Rude!" But not meaning a slight, the leaf dropped in low. It flipped and it flopped, and it really made quite the show. And wouldn't you know, that leaf stuck right to the young girl's face, still covered in snow. The mothers both smiled, and the human one said, "Oh, darling, I wouldn't say rude."
But I love you.
"And I love you." She pulled off the leaf and brushed away snow. "He just kissed you on the cheek." "I think he likes you." Both the girl and her mother giggled with glee. The girl thought for a moment and said with a plea, "He'd be lonely out here, alone in the snow. So, can we keep him?" Thinking in turn, but not missing a beat. "You know, I bet with a little work you could hang him up on the tree. How about that?" "Yay! And maybe cookies?" A project for you and a project for me. So you see, we're all special. That's just plain to see. We each have our rhythm and each have our rhyme, and just like the leaf, we each have our time.